Hello everybody, welcome back to another phenomenal episode of AAW Mayhem. We are starting off this episode with some Cruiserweight division action. And that man right there is Trey Jordans, the man who has had his eyes set on Fred's AAW Cruiserweight Championship in recent episodes. He is getting ready for some one-on-one action against a former Cruiserweight champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Boise, Idaho, weighing in at 200 pounds, Jordan J. Jordan.
Trey Jordans had some impressive showings on AAW before the brand split, and now all the Cruiserweights are on AAW Mayhem, and he has made his intentions clear. He wants the AAW Cruiserweight Championship. And there is his opponent, a former AAW Cruiserweight champion.
From New York, weighing in at 188 pounds, Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson, the first ever AAW Cruiserweight champion, losing it to the man who currently holds the championship and also the longest reigning Cruiserweight champion, Fred. Chris Jackson hasn't quite been the same, hasn't quite had the same winning edge since becoming the Cruiserweight champion. Ever since losing it, been losing matches more consistently and hasn't been the best of luck, to be honest. But all that can be turned around here with the win in the opening contest here on AAW Mayhem. Oh man, Chris catches, kind of gets his kick countered. These two just trading. Oh man, look at Trey Jordans. A huge arm drag, and look at Chris Jackson. Twirl-a-whirl backbreaker. These two men have counters and for counters and counters. These two men, two of the most gifted cruiserweights on the roster. These two have moves for days. Flippy shit. They do a whole lot of flippy shit. And look at Trey Jordans with the incredible balance to do that handstand while moving, I might add. I can barely do a handstand for more than 2 seconds. And Trey Jordans over here walking on his hands. And look at Chris Jackson. Look at that phenomenal springboard reverse DDT. And Chris Jackson all excited, all fired up. Looking to get this winning advantage back. But oh no, excuse that. I messed up terribly while doing the gameplay. we all botch from time to time. But anywho. Trey Jordans now sending Chris Jackson back into the ring. And now Trey Jordans looking to show off his aerial dynamics. Looking for, a front drop kick. But Chris Jackson just sidesteps it out the way. Y'all like that play on words, right? Aerial dynamics. It's a play on aerodynamics. Okay, anyway. Rule number one of comedy. If you have to explain your joke, it wasn't funny. But I found it clever. But anywho. Trey Jordans countering whatever maneuver Chris Jackson was going for. And now look at, oh no, Trey Jordans tried it, but Chris Jackson just out of reach. Oh man, a huge left hand strike. And now the former Cruiserweight champion with a huge judo arm drag. And an uppercut now by Chris Jackson. Oh man, you know he won't go down easy in any given matchup. And you know Trey knows he won't go down easy, so this should be a phenomenal Cruiserweight division match. Is Chris Jackson, and Chris Jackson gets nailed with the front dropkick as Trey diving from the ring to the ring side. No fear, zero fear in that aerial maneuver. And now Trey Jordans is the one in control of the former Cruiserweight champion. Oh man, and now banging his head onto the top turnbuckle, and a huge chop that really sounded like a gut punch. That was nasty. That was wicked. And now Trey Jordans getting all amped up and excited, looking for the next maneuver. Oh my Jesus, just twisting him up like a pretzel and dropping him on his face and a little bit of stomach and some of his balls. But it doesn't matter anyway, as Trey Jordans now looking to lock him in the Boston Crab. Chris Jackson is locked in the Boston Crab. He has two options: tap out or break out of it, and he's trying to crawl to the ropes. And now look at Chris using his power. Oh man, look at this, reversing it into a pin. This could be the end of the match, but no, a kick out by Trey. Chris Jackson, a clever counter into a pin, but oh, look at Trey now. And Chris Jackson counting whatever Trey was going for. Oh, and Trey Jordans doesn't care much for Chris's excitement. He wants to stay in control of this match. Oh, and Chris Jackson kicks off what could have been another Boston Crab. And here we go. Chris Jackson looking to get back into this match. A Listo kick. A Listo kick from the former Cruiserweight champion. Chris Jackson all amped up for the running knee strike. And a backstabber combination. A lethal combination of maneuvers there from the former Cruiserweight champion, looking to finish it off with a springboard 450 splash. Chris Jackson on a roll. Is it enough to defeat Trey? No, nowhere near enough. Only a 1 count. A very surprising 1 count for the former Cruiserweight champion. And now Chris Jackson, he's going to go to the top rope. And Trey Jordans, just in the nick of time, seems to be getting up as Chris Jackson was likely looking to end this match. And oh, looking for the hard Kirana, but Trey Jordans catches him and slams him down to the mat for the power bomb. The phenomenal strength of Trey Jordans now. He has Chris on his shoulders, and he drops him down with a kick. And this could be the end of the match right here. Trey is able to win. Trey is able to pin a former Cruiserweight champion, which is happening more and more. Chris Jackson should really look into, revamping his career. But anyway, congratulations to Trey Jordans. And there's Fred. There's the Cruiserweight champion. And the Cruiserweight champion smacks him across the face with the Cruiserweight championship. Welcome back, everybody, to AAW Mayhem. And Elijah Wolf, the AAW Undisputed Champion, attacking Evan Goldman, the man who left him battered and bloody 2 episodes ago. Evan Goldman now struggling to get back to his feet, but he's up. Evan Goldman getting attacked by the AAW Undisputed Champion, Elijah Wolf, with a measurement of payback. And look at the amazing move. This man, Drago, is making his AAW debut here, everybody. One of the best luchadors on the free agent CAW community section. I love saying that. But anywho, Evan Goldman with a huge kick that I missed because I was not paying attention. All I saw was the kick. But Evan Goldman attacked Elijah Wolf way back in episode 2, and look at that springboard knee strike. Episode 2, Evan Goldman attacked Elijah Wolf, the AAW Undisputed Champion, left him a bloody mess, and put the title over his chest, claiming I'm coming for that soon. And now Elijah Wolf, a measure of payback before the match starts. And now look at Drago here. Deep submission hold locked into Evan Goldman. Evan Goldman, the clear strength and size advantage over Drago. We'll have to use that. Drago with the speed advantage, clearly way more athletic than Evan Goldman. I've seen this man do his work, and I've seen this man wrestle incredible 30-minute showdowns with the best of them. And Drago showing off some of that ability that made him so amazing. Drago all over Evan Goldman, and the fans excited to see this man in AAW. What a phenomenal way to make your debut against one of the best on the AAW Mayhem roster. And now Drago, Irish whip and a pullback, but Evan Goldman sees it coming with a belly-to-belly suplex. Now Evan Goldman getting rambunctious in the face of Drago. Oh, and a reverse atomic drop. Oh man, leg drop kick combination. Evan Goldman now getting in his comfort zone, getting in his groove, but Drago rolls him right out of the groove and back into the hump of the road. And look at Drago now with the sunset flip power bomb to Evan Goldman. And a kick out, but Evan's feet, you can see they were on the ropes at the beginning, but they just ever so slightly got pulled back by Drago. Irish whip now into the corner. Drago, a part of the Cruiserweight division, looking to become a future Cruiserweight champion, or maybe undisputed champion. I think he could rule that Cruiserweight division. Look at Drago right here, the Amazing. Look at that, Drago the Amazing. That's what he's called. Drago on the attack of Evan Goldman. And a drop kick. Single leg heel kick. Back heel. And now Drago looking for a huge moonsault, but did you see the elevation? It almost seemed like he was floating with that moonsault, but Evan Goldman, he cracked corn and he don't give a damn about that moonsault, and he drops him with a burning hammer. Evan Goldman drops Drago with the burning hammer, looking to get a victory, but only a 1 count from Drago. Evan Goldman cannot believe the burning hammer did not get him the victory. Might have to switch back to the Omega driver, buddy. Just might have to do it. And now Evan Goldman looking for a huge splash, but Drago sees it coming. And now look at Drago running into Evan Goldman. Another Irish whip now. Drago and Evan Goldman have had a phenomenal back and forth affair. I would love to see these two go at it one day for championship, but Evan Goldman, his knees touch nothing but the canvas as Drago moves out the way. And now Drago with the knee to the rib cage. Really making it hard for Evan Goldman to breathe. Now Drago looking to put an end to this match with the front flip DDT. The front flip DDT to Evan Goldman. Rolling over dead weight. Looking to become a victor. Oh, no. The victory was so close. It was right in Drago's grasp, right in his hands. He could taste victory. Evan Goldman now just getting battered in a huge knife edge chop and a huge back elbow now from Drago. Tossing Evan Goldman once more out of the ring. And now here comes Drago. Oh, a front flip. A barrel flip through the middle rope. The fans showing their appreciation for this match with a "This is awesome" chant. Drago tossing Evan Goldman back into the ring now, looking to pin Evan and put an end to this match, looking for the taste of victory, but no, Evan gives him the sour taste of "I'm gonna keep going." And Drago now to the apron, begging for Evan Goldman to get back to his feet. A springboard hard kick runner, but Evan Goldman catches him and slams him down with the power bomb. Evan Goldman, huge power bomb and a huge elbow, knife edge, another elbow, spinning back kick. Evan Goldman all over the place and nails him with a stunner. Now Evan Goldman tossing him out of the ring. This match has been full speed since the start. These two men throwing everything at each other. And now Evan Goldman looking for a suicide dive onto Drago. Evan Goldman, I don't think he was expecting Drago to put up this kind of fight. And Evan Goldman now with another suicide dive. Literally just throwing himself at Drago. Does not know what to do, so he's just going to throw all of his weight onto him and hope that's enough to put him away. And look at these wicked strikes, combination of strikes by Evan Goldman. And Evan now, he turns him around. He's looking for it. He's looking for the Omega Driver. Omega Driver. Omega Driver onto the concrete floor. Evan Goldman feels that is enough to put away Drago. And it very well could be. The top of Drago's head got dropped on the concrete floor. And just like that, that's the end of this phenomenal match. What a phenomenal match that these two put on here on AAW Mayhem.